everyone, and congratulations for making it here.
Yes, it
Yes, indeed, it's been a journey for all of us. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Roland Ford. I am from Western Pennsylvania. Most people know where Philadelphia is. I'm on the other side of the state, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh's in the house.
Pittsburgh's in the house, indeed. So a lot of you know that we have a table out in the lobby and we're conducting the 1 million step challenge. This is our, I believe, our 7th time actually doing it. And for whatever reason, this weekend we have the highest number of registrants we've ever had. So I'm sure we're gonna definitely smash that goal. And I'm even hoping that the next time we do it, it will be called the 2 million step challenge.
All right.
We're gonna far exceed 1 million steps. Also want to let you know that we are conducting a virtual national 1 month challenge for the month of February. Virtual, so it doesn't matter where you are. And we did this 2 years in a row. We have teams, so anybody can be a team leader. You can have a team in your city, your group, your family, whatever. So we call it the 50 million step challenge. And last year we actually wound up getting 79 million steps. Darlington Massamori from San Francisco had 80 people on her team. Her team got 17 million steps. So we're doing things to gamify people taking steps towards a healthy lifestyle. So there's an article that I saw recently from the Cleveland Clinic. Cleveland Clinic stature is up there with Mayo, Johns Hopkins, and some of the other highly respected places. And in this article, it mentioned, okay, well, first of all, I wanted to say that we talked about all these precautions for COVID-19. The COVID-19 is the tip of the iceberg, okay? Before we were in the pandemic, we already had an epidemic, right? All these health disparities in our families. What are some of the things that are chronic conditions that are diseases that we're suffering from in our communities? Diabetes,
High blood pressure,
high blood
arthritis.
pressure, obesity, arthritis, right? All these different things have already been killing us. Disease, disability, and death. So while it's very important that we work with COVID, if we don't do anything about the underlying conditions that make us more vulnerable, we're still going to be at a loss.
Yes.
Okay. So in this article, and you can find it in many other places, you can research it yourself. It says 80% of all chronic illnesses and diseases are preventable with a healthy lifestyle. Okay? And this doctor in the article mentioned that even if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis, candidate for stroke and these other things, that a healthy lifestyle can help reduce those disparities and in many cases reverse it. One of the members of the union crew, I have an interview on a page I have on Facebook called Healing, with a period after each letter. Donna Wise, she reversed her diabetes naturally, so it can be done. There's a gentleman I met a little earlier. He lost 100 pounds and has been keeping it off from Chicago. I'm going to make his video and put it on that page. And currently in Pittsburgh, we are working with a program called the Healthy Homewood Project. And we're collaborating with Department of Health and Rehabilitation with the University of Pittsburgh, the YMCAs, and we have a cohort of people for 10 weeks. We're going through the program. coaching them on nutrition, healthy physical activity, healthy lifestyle, all these things. We're taking diagnostics and measurements, and we're collecting data. Throughout this year, we'll be doing many, many similar projects so that we can demonstrate with data that we can help people improve their blood pressure, their A1C, BMI, all these vital factors and statistics. So most of us know we got a good part of it. We have a gateway to fitness and health because we line dance. Okay? So U.S. federal guidelines recommend 150 minutes of physical activity each week. If you line dance, you know, you got that covered. So we have a gateway into fitness where it's fun, we enjoy it, and you know that there's a lots of benefits. A lot of people don't know that when we move and exercise, it benefits our brain as much as it does our body. In fact, as we get older, if we exercise and move, the part of our brain that affects our memory, called the hippocampus, does not shrink as much. Also, research says of all forms of physical activity, which includes walking, running, swimming, riding a bike, or playing sports, dancing has been shown to be the most effective at helping to delay the onset of Alzheimer's and dementia. Don't know how many people are aware of that. Okay? So what was I just saying now? Well, some of y'all, that will dawn on you tomorrow morning. Okay. But no, the very same things that help us to improve the health in our bodies also improve the health of our brain. And some of you know from your own experience that cardio, physical activity, etc., it helps reduce anxiety, depression, all those mental factors. In fact, I've seen reports from psychiatrists and psychologists that say that cardio will do the same thing for the person that these psychotropic drugs and other things do. So, we have something that can provide a great benefit, especially now if we can add in the nutrition part and a healthy lifestyle. Because you cannot outwork a bad diet.
Right.
It's very, very important that we be physically active, take care of ourselves. But 80% of developing a healthy lifestyle has to do with what we put in our bodies. So, we're working with nutritionists, doctors, nurses, many, many other people to help us bring up that part of it. And we're developing programming. We're going to have models and templates that we're going to actually be able to share. We're working with schools to create model programs for them, nursing homes, just everything. So we have I call it a box, and we line dance in there. But if we think outside of the box, there are schools, churches, senior centers, companies, organizations, in every community, right, there's an opportunity. So we live in a very challenging time. But within every challenge, there's also opportunity. And sometimes the bigger the challenge, the bigger the opportunity. So we can actually have an opportunity to provide some leadership in helping our communities become healthier. With the very things we do, when we can partner with some other folks that have some other pieces of the puzzle. So last year in Pittsburgh, we did classes and events for 49 different organizations. I'm sure this year it'll be over 100. And what we're doing for residential communities, for schools, for nursing homes, et cetera, we'll have something that we can share. And some of you are doing many of the same things. I don't see the gentleman here in the room, Patrick Schiff. He's in Memphis, Tennessee. He did some research. Some of you responded to a survey he did, where he's showing that what we do can make a difference. And so we have, in fact, I had a discussion earlier this week with Harriet Cobb Stuckey from the West Coast, and she has a strong background in health and community, etc. We have so much talent and resources within our community that if we come together, we can create some things that can make a huge difference. And we can do something to help change the health disparities in our community. So I appreciate the opportunity just to come and share a little bit about this with you folks. If anybody follows me on Facebook, you'll see us posted on there constantly. But we're also going to have documentation and other information that we'll be happy to share. And hopefully, when we come back together next year, we're actually going to have a lot of validation for what we're saying. And again, have something that other people can participate in other areas and other communities. Okay, all right, so Mike was here and then he brought back out. Okay, so, but anyway, does anybody have any questions they want to ask?
You can still sign up.
Excuse me?
You can still sign up throughout, you'll be at your table.
Well, yeah, the step challenge, it's for today. So we need the results before midnight. But people can sign up all the way up to the last minute, as long as they have something that's recording their steps. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't really have the agenda, but I know that Jeff White was